Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
A bit of cloud coverage over the top of the Boise region, as you can see, those darker parts of our sky, but still a lovely shot as always of downtown Boise. Temperatures just barely sitting into the 60s and no wind whatsoever being tracked at all. So very rare that we see that, but current conditions right now looking very lovely for a late night walk if you'd like to go. Temperatures tomorrow going to be lovely for a daytime walk too. Clear skies expected, only a little bit of activity, some scattered showers just over the top of Ketchum and Arco, but you can see from Ontario all the way over to Yellowstone, not too much activity through the valley floors, and those conditions are expected to continue on. There are those clouds kind of shifting on into our region. Those are going to clear fairly quick. So that shot you saw just a few moments ago, probably not going to be lasting too much longer, as we are going to be seeing very clear skies and warmer conditions on the way. I talked about it a little bit earlier, a chance at triple digits on the way, and this is the reason why. You see all that blue on your screen? That's a low pressure system. It's going to be pushed off because of this swelling that's happening. You see that kind of building on your screen right there? Yeah, that high pressure ridge is going to bring in some pretty toasty conditions. We'll be sitting at the least into the 90s. We're going to start the 90-degree days on Saturday, and we'll see an impressive jump from those low 90s to the high 90s going into Sunday and Monday. National Weather Service is giving us about a 5 to 10% chance at triple digits. Now, that was the same percentage that we saw last week. This was a little bit earlier that we saw those conditions, and then once we got closer to the weekend, it was a definite shot at triple digits, and we did see 100 degrees on the money for the Boise area, but a very light chance expected. I'm not ruling it completely out, but temperatures still climbing up into those upper 90s, 97, 98, which start to teeter close to triple digits on the way. Nonetheless, still going to be really clear skies, very hot on top of that too. So just make sure staying hydrated, wearing that sunscreen as much as you can, and protecting yourself during these really hot times, because the forecast moving forward for the next couple of weeks is just going to be what are the days that are going to be looking really nice and what are the days that are going to be looking really hot, and then a couple of thunderstorms mixed in there once we get into later parts of June. Temperatures sitting into the 80s across the board. 87, one of the warmest we'll see over in Emmett. A couple of scattered showers, very light chances expected in the western central mountains. No effect on the valley floors, but we're going to watch out for it for the mountain ranges. You see a couple of those green splotches on your screen. We'll have to pay attention. More of its impact is expected in the eastern central mountains, so closer to Stanley and Ketchum. I'm not seeing too much activity, maybe just barely any showers over Garden Valley. Temperatures into the 70s expected for McCall and Cascade, 70s for Idaho City and Pine as well, 80s for everybody else. And McCall going to see that nice climate temperatures too, from 70s into those mid 80s. Start to teeter out and fall back into the low 80s, but nice clear skies over the weekend. It's going to be absolutely lovely in the region, and my focus is going to be on Sunday, Monday, 97, 98. These two, there is a decent chance at a climb going into triple digits, but those skies are going to be nice and clear, and we'll stick to the 90s for the rest of the work week.